King.
King, how are you?
He is on a Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
Kila mtu can do today. Yes, it's
I
Tuesday.
thought it was Sundowns.
Anyway.
I even forgot the days.
Yes.
You know, trying to act as a pastor. I've been converted to be a pastor this week. We've got too many souls that are not in a good state this week. Obviously, I need to be a pastor.
You need to be a pastor.
I need to be a pastor this week.
Would you even attempt to be one?
No, you know, for us, it's not nothing is difficult for us. Things that people work hard for, they come so easily. That's why we call this the lifestyle league. It is a lifestyle. We made a great mistakes of working hard. Working hard works hard on our behalf.
You know, when I'm in pain,
Hmm.
I'm in pain because of one reason. I still say, had we beaten Pyramids,
Yeah.
we would be talking a different story today.
No, I agree with you. I don't know when you say we, are you referring to we Sundowns or we Pirates?
Both.
Oh, okay. So it means Sundowns.
As long as South Africa beat Pyramids, anything would have worked. Anything, as long as South Africa beat Pyramids. What are those guys? Pyramids, they were Ukraine. Shopping Pirates 3-2, and at the sun now it's 3-2. And so that you guys don't argue, for them, in their eyes,
Yeah.
you are the same. They saw South Africa and they hit South Africa. And they said, we don't want the South African rivalry. We want them to like us the same way. When Pyramids beat Pirates, Sundowns were laughing. And when Pyramids beat Sundowns, Pirates is laughing. So it's now equal. So everything is just equal. So Pyramids had a mission.
But honestly, I still remember very well. After a day or two, when I spoke to you when Sundowns had lost, you did not hold the same joy that you have now.
When Sundowns had lost.
Can you? No, when Pirates had lost.
Baba.
You even
Remember
lost your
firstly,
voice. You even lost your voice.
Yeah, but remember, firstly, before anything, I grew up as a Pirates fan. I can't suddenly try and be somebody else just because I'm doing a sports show.
Yeah, no.
I'm not like this one's better, Bashwela Kamukan.
Yeah, no.
You understand?
No, that's true. No,
Me, before anything, I've always been,
Yeah. No, I think it's very good to be frank and not lie. Yes, we're supporting them as our brothers. Unfortunately, they lost. And it is what it is. Yes.
It's like you look at Andy Lemmy.
Yeah.
He's a sports anchor.
Yeah.
For a top channel.
Yeah.
Public channel.
Yes.
But we support the Sundowns. Hayi kwani ushoda kamukani naluma bona kisawa msakama because Tony wabona moto manmulo on the after game.
And you're quite right. You're quite right because at the end of the day, we are treating our teams like they are some witchcraft initiations. So if you are scared to say you're a Pirates fan or a Sundowns fans, you're treating you. It's like you're scared. It's like you are being a witch or something. I don't understand. It shouldn't be a secret.
Interesting. How does a witch behave?
No, a witch is not a witch. It's just that a witch is treated as a witch.
How does a witch behave? But no,
a witch does things mostly in private.
Oh.
They don't like doing things in public. That's why but all in all, you might find even a talent. What we are doing here, it's witchcraft because we are doing on another level. Remember, according to black people, when you excel, you are a witch. So I don't know. I've never seen anyone flying unless from
like in Nabaraka lawyer because of the predictions. It's like
exactly.
Only the Batlon Shapaka fell as a country because I was honest.
Yeah.
Lebanon blame it or I was honest. Like, why are you blaming me? I was just honest.
No, you should be biased.
Biased cow.
I mean,
I watch football.
We are South Africans, I guess.
But I watch football.
Yes, but you must watch it with biasness.
No,
South Africans.
My heart wanted a different result. But reality.
Did you bet? Did you do some betting?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense because we'll always vote for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the two teams that went into get Champions Leagues are the ones that use this.
But my money was on Sundowns.
And your heart was on
the reality was on Pyramids. My heart was with Sundowns. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
My heart was with Sundowns.
Yeah.
My heart was with Sundowns. My mind was with Sundowns. But reality was saying, hey, I know this team. Remember this team beat
Mm.
A best performing Pirates team.
Yeah.
Remember, this Pirates was on fire, Baba. Whether you bring DDC or what, everything was just right there.
Now this one will never heal. We will never heal.
I mean, I was looking at the records, the Sundowns.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, when you look at that record, Sundowns only won 3 games on their road to the final. 3.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're not even aware.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm a bit shocked, but I know that they did not
3.
win as yes.
Baba, 3 only. 3 only. So the disappointment will not be the same as the one of Pirates. Pirates won too many games
Mm.
prior to the final.
Yes,
In fact, same. Even if Pirates to be with
Mm.
they still won more games than Sundowns.
no, they won every game. Remember, they only lost in one game, and they lost it anyway. It is what it is. But anyway, we are getting into a new season. I don't know. Your take. Don't know what you think about the whole new season.
The new season is exciting. I'm excited by the players, the transfers, because now they have to urgently happen.
Yeah.
There's that thing, the deadline.
12 for
But
12.
yeah, but now
Mm.
you wait for the deadline, you're wasting your time. Because in no time, I think in 4 weeks,
Yeah.
they'll be resuming practice
Mm.
sessions and whatever. And then we're not to sign like a last minute and you expect to win a trophy.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
It's going,
affect you.
going to affect, especially if you need to win, you need to set your house in a very good place and check where you can maybe add depth. Especially with Orlando Pirates, we were lacking depth. We had a very good players from DDC majority, and those that we have signed. I think now we needed to add some depth. I think you had the story of John Boto. I just received a call from a concerned Orlando Pirates fan because you know how John Walker has had a great season.
Is the living Pirates?
Apparently, I didn't know that I have that word in my dictionary, but apparently he is going.
Overseas?
I would say maybe it's a retirement or something, or maybe he will act somewhere in another position. But it seems
That's impossible.
yeah.
There's no way Hojo can retire from football at the moment.
Yeah.
He's one of the hottest properties at the moment. And I would bet on Hojo being a contender for midfielder of the year,
Yeah.
as much as I think Makaule is supposed to win it.
Yeah.
But there might be surprises with other people coming from other teams. And it's impossible for Hojo to retire.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to another team or something.
No, I'd rather, if you were to ask me, I'd rather have him not playing football than to play for any team because, like I always say, his testosterone level is on another level. I mean, age does not define him. He's very good. I think he played throughout the season, not even think throughout the season. He played in all competitions, MTN, Netbank, CAF Champions League, always performing.
Same energy.
Same energy, and I don't know what man.
I know the wife.
You know the what?
Yeah.
But
And very supportive, eh?
Ne?
Very supportive. I
Good
see her
energy.
in all the big games.
Yeah,
She's always there.
yeah. And it seems like a disciplined man. Yeah, seems like a disciplined man. But I think performance shows in the field of play, how he performs. I mean, this guy, he played, I think he played 3 positions throughout the whole entire season. He played as a right consistently so. And every time they called him, remember, he was not signed as a left back, he was signed as a right wing. And then now he was converted into a left back because we did not have a left back, or Yopaseka Marco and the captain Mayela got injured. So he had no other option to move from an attacker to a defender, and that's versatility. And he has cemented that position and becomes arguably, if not the best left back in the country. So it doesn't happen so often that you find. If it was upon me, I would say they must give Dion Boto at least an extension of a year. The very same way they just did with Maketeni Makaula today. They signed it.
So Hojo is one of those that confuse us.
Yes.
You don't know which position he plays.
Yes.
You take him back,
Yes.
left back, he plays.
Yes.
Midfield, he plays. Winger, everything.
And not for the sake. Remember that there are people who are just acting, but that one he excels, even in that position. To a point
But
where-
remember, he was booed. You guys used to boo him.
Yes. It's like that. It's like that. Life is like
It
that.
used to hurt me. It used to pain me.
But hey, when I think of it, I don't wish for players to get good.
Yes.
Hey, but it was not good.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, but I think this is just a a motivation to us, even in life in general, to say when you start something, it might not start as perfect as one may think. I think the only thing that starts perfect in life is lifestyle league. You can evaluate us with other people heights. It cannot be even close to our start. So I think Dion Hoto should not blame for himself.
But let's not focus on Hoto only.
Mm.
Let's focus on all the transfers because I feel like you're being emotional. There's Mbule that's going somewhere. There's Saleng. It's rumored that Saleng might go to Chiefs. After killing Chiefs so many times as a Pirates player, he might be with Chiefs. There's Saleng, there's Team, I'm sure Sundowns will be offloading a lot of players. Some might even be offloaded before going to the Club World Cup. So there's going to be a lot of exchanges. And who would you target as Pirates? Who do you think must go to Chiefs? Who do you think Sundowns must buy? Pirates already got that boy from Stelis.
Yeah.
So it's exciting already. It's one of the best off seasons ever.
No, I think Sipho Mbuli is a player. I mean, he's proven arguably the best midfielder we've ever seen in this decade. The best of the best. I mean, he started playing for the national team at the age of, I think, at the age of 17. Under 17, also played for under 20. I mean, a well developed, comes from an academy. He played for Sundowns. I think this is the issue with talented people. When teams cannot hold them because they're not ordinary players, they now misbehave in terms of lifestyle and stuff, and that's what happened to Sipho Mbuli. This is something that I always complain about, to say, why do teams have to keep talented people and delay them time, and then now you keep him out of the team while it's we know what the stories about Sipho Mbuli is, out of shape and everything, because he was sitting frustrated. There are people that are meant for the bench. For the bench. Do not get me wrong, but there are stars that are just meant to perform. You understand? Sipho Mbuli is that kind of a player who can give you an A game. You take him anywhere in the world, he performs. He's got the speed, he's got the strength, he's got everything that you want. And when you bench him, you leave him no option rather than to be frustrated and go somewhere that we wouldn't want to mention in this game. But I think that really, it really came bad on him that he's not playing. So that's why I think of the freedom matters. But I'd love for him come to Pirates. He would be good at Chiefs. He would really change the whole, he plays the Chiefs way, the original Chiefs way, not this ones that are desperate for results. I mean, how he plays, he would cheer up the crowd, he would win them games, he would bring that Motswako Olowa, what Chiefs. I think it would be good. I want him to go there and galavant with his colleagues there. But even if Pirate was to sign him, I think it would be a very good signing and would do very well.
And I think in this country, coaches struggle with man management. Overseas, they're called managers.
Yes.
Because they manage you.
Mm.
Here we have coaches.
Mm.
At what point are we going to separate the two in this country, or are we always going to have coaches and leave management to other people, or what?
Yes, your question is a very deep question, yet so direct. In this country, we have a lot of people acting. If today I want to open a church, I can just open a church. You understand? I can just become a coach.
But also because you guys don't want managers, because we do have people that want to be managers. Peter is one of the managers.
Yeah.
Brulan is one of the managers. And I'm sure even certain people that come from outside,
Mm.
I would look at, who's this guy? The Rivero.
Mm.
I feel like he was a manager
Yeah.
more than just a coach.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things.
The thing with our managers, remember, Peter calls players during the night when they're sleeping at home with their wives. I don't know. So you want to manage even their life. Some players have got a problem with that. You understand? So now you want to push players into playing, living a certain way. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying, is it good for us, for you? Like I remember this guy who works at Supersport, he was playing for us. He had a problem with Pito. Pito wanted to manage his life. Pito wants to have your wife's number. He wants to have your relative's number phone. He calls you. Where are you? Hey, I'm where? He calls your friend. Where is he? He's not. Sometimes it can come, and sometimes the very same Pito get offended when you come with an expensive car, more expensive than his. I'm not saying that is wrong or right, but I'm saying is it good for us? Because you find that the reason why teams prefer European coaches like your managers, your Jose Rivero, they're so they are contained to a certain point. They understand that this is a player. I'm acting as a coach or as a manager, but I've got nothing much to do about your personal life. You understand? Difference with our coach. Our coaches, when they coach you with the mentality of knowing how much you earn. And you don't know whether they are coaching your pay slip or they are coaching the player now. So this is the problem that we're having as a country. I'm just saying that's why you find teams like Orlando Pirates. When did Orlando Pirates have a South African coach?
Yeah, no, they never have.
Even the very same Orlando.
Once in a while they have, but talking about people like Mbuli, for example, don't you think Rulani also did well with Lodge? Because you guys were just all over him. And he removed Lodge and took him to Morocco. Lodge is winning awards in Morocco. Lodge is going to the Club World Cup. Believe it or not. Lodge is going to play against the likes of Messi. This week, I think they were playing against Porto.
Yeah.
They lost 1-0 to Porto.
Yeah.
So maybe Mbuli needs that kind of chance.
Yes, I do believe that. Remember, man has done psychology. He's very good with man management. Take nothing away. Much as we may disagree with a lot of things, but he can manage his team. I mean, for a young coach, having done what he has done, Sundowns, I mean, winning the league with 23 points difference, going to the North Africa. We know that the best players or the best teams in Africa now are in the North African, and he's coaching one of the best, and he's doing so well. And he's going to the Club World Cup. I mean, he has, like you're saying, he has revived Thembi Nkosi-Lodge's career. I mean, Maphorisa would never bother and sing about Thembi Nkosi number 10.
If he was not a star.
If he was not a star, that would never happen. He knew exactly what he was doing. So the boy is a star, and Yosipho Mbuli is your kind of player that maybe Maphorisa should become a coach. What do you think? I'm thinking about this. I'm like, Maphorisa can become a coach.
Yeah. When next time, really should be offering. Now you killed my next question. You killed my next question now. I see you're trying to avoid the Saleng issue.
I
If
don't mind
Saleng
that.
goes to Chiefs, how would you feel? We've seen Arthur Zwane leave from Pirates, go to Chiefs, and destroy Pirates. We've seen Jimmy Tau leave from Pirates to Chiefs. It's very rare to hear a player coming from Chiefs to Pirates, but it's always the opposite.
Honestly speaking, that would be very painful. I wouldn't want that, and allow me to be a fan and to comment like a fan. I think that would have too much traffic in hospitals if Salem was to go to Chiefs, let alone leaving Orlando Pirates. I can tell you that
But the
guy.
boy is wasted. You are the one who just said players shouldn't be wasted. They should be allowed to go play. You just mentioned it when you were talking about Mbuli. Now, when it comes to Salem, you become selfish.
You see the Salem issue, you'll forgive me. Salem is not. Someone, they can get someone.
Salem is, our treasure as a country, but you said people shouldn't be in players' way.
Remember, Salem won us games. That guy single-handedly beat Sundowns, reshuffled. We saw a reshuffle at Sundowns where three coaches were reshuffled from Mangoba Mniti, the Englishman, Steve Compella, from Steve Compella to Rulan Mukwena, that was the second. And by Salem alone, we've seen people eating grass. We've never seen that. I mean, that guy, he has mastered the art of football in terms of he mastered the breed. He runs and then he breaks. Obviously, you will fall. You understand? So I don't think we are ready, man. We're not ready. As Pirates fans, we are not ready. We cannot. It's like we will sleep on the floor. It will be yeah. We wouldn't have anywhere to sleep. Imagine how vocal Kaizer Chiefs fans are. We are talking about fans that are wishing to win a trophy in a competition that they are not involved.
And I was mentioning that players that come from Pirates to Chiefs, who won Chiefs the Nedbank Cup? Was it not a former Pirates player?
Oh,
Man.
Yusuf.
Players that come from Pirates always come back to hit Pirates.
But maybe
So Saleng is the next one.
maybe it's good for football that we start having Orlando Pirates players and Kaizer Chiefs players moving. But let's not have your kind of Saleh.
We're not going to selfish.
No.
We are scared of Saleng.
I can't give you.
I can give you an opportunity to send a message to Pirates.
Okay, all right.
You are free to send a message to Pirates.
Let me take this opportunity, Chairman, Dr. Ivan Koza, Bumi Koza, and Kosan, and all the leadership of the team to say, as Orlando Pirates, we are not ready to see a Saleh go into any South African club, especially Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns. If it's an issue of the finances, yes, we don't have much, but we can contribute as Orlando Pirates supporters and make sure that boy does not go anywhere. We are not ready for that. We can never accept that. I'm sorry.
Can I respond? Can I respond as the team?
Yeah.
Can I respond as the team?
Yeah.
To all you fans out there, you all know Orlando Pirates is a big institution and no player is bigger than the team. Even though we do agree that Saleng is a star, but if the boy wants to leave, he must be allowed to leave. Yes, of course, if you are willing to honor his wishes, we will listen to you as our fans.
Yes, Chairman. Just to go further with the Chairman, you know that the boy has a tattoo on his leg of Orlando Pirates. That shows the love that he has. I know, Dr. Ivan Koza, that you are a man of, of integrity, wisdom, and you value principles. We are not saying the boy should go out of line and everything, but we're just pleading to say this boy has given us so much joy. We won't survive. Our hearts are very fragile and very sensitive when it comes to him. And myself, I don't think I will survive anywhere where there's a rope. I don't know what I might do.
Let me let me tell you something that happened to me as a kid. That happened to me as a kid. When Jomo bought Highlands Park,
Yeah,
I nearly went to support Jomo Cosmos.
that's how big you are.
That's how big Johnson was. I nearly left to go support Highlands Park, and it eventually changed to Jomo Cosmos.
Yeah,
That's how much big
Yeah.
Jomo was for Pirates.
yeah,
Every person that started supporting Pirates
Yeah.
from that era
Mm.
will tell you that no one ever saw that happening, him
Yeah.
leaving. So I understand your pain, and yours is even worse because he might be joining your rival.
Those ones, to be honest, they no longer qualify to be my rivals. They won nothing in the last 10 years. They only won a cup now. It's just that for the love of football, I want them to come and start competing. But if we're to be honest, I just feel like you will go there for another 10 years and not win anything after coming from a team that has won so much with him. I want them to come back. I want them to come back. Beside the fact that you will struggle with the communication, you know, now Billy score about Papa. So, besides that, I won't.
Whenever that.
But he's got a translator. But when is happy, he speaks English.
Don't talk to me. We're thinking about taking
No matter how modest you want to
Can
be.
you change the topic?
If he doesn't know English, he doesn't know English, and it's not a crime. Just like
Baba,
just like you do you know
when
his
it comes
language?
when
You
you
know
know
his
it does the
language.
interview.
You know his language.
No, when it takes when who does the interview? I want to translate that one.
Yeah, what
Yes.
is it?
Yes.
No, I think his English goes with the excitement and happiness.
Yes.
Yes.
So when they win,
When they win, he struggles. I mean, when they lose, he struggles with English.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know, but he did not come here for language. He came to win. He's not winning either.
We won the cup. In 10 years, he's the only coach within a period of 12 months
Yeah.
that won Chiefs a cup.
No, congratulations to Nabi. I think he did well by winning the Nedbank Cup. He did very well. He did very well. I take nothing away, and I hope he finds a better season. But we are talking about a team that is number 10. Fortunately for him, he has a cup. But brother Nabi, it's time you start cooking, brother. I'm noticing. I noticing. Brother Nabi is not cooking. Do you see anything he's cooking?
He's
Nothing.
cooking. He already has one cup. You know, they can now drink tea. And apologies to all the viewers. We've got technical glitches because of, I always mention people that make mistakes on the show. If there are technical glitches, I put you on the spot. It's because of Karabo and Tabang, they're behind the scenes. You know, I'm not like other channels that hide the secrets.
I think
You see the screen, check
Yeah.
what the screen is doing.
Yeah.
So it's Tabang and Karabo's fault.
Yeah, I think we can find you a job as a Nabi's translator. I think you do very well. You said technical glitches.
So,
Yeah, but anyway, I think they did well Orlando Pirates in signing Meketeni Makaula, giving him an extension. I had the opportunity last season when we started that day when we were opening our jersey, and he was okay with not going further. But I had to talk to him also to say, no, we still need you. You are playing very well. We need you, Meketeni Makaula. I mean, he has given us shape in the middle of the park with Talent Mbata, and what a season they had. Unfortunately, they couldn't win the league, but they gave us shape. Because when the middle of the park is sorted, you know that everything can be sorted from the wings, the defense, and stuff. But when you don't have a solid midfield, then I need to just say thank you to the leadership of Orlando Pirates to making sure that they keep Makekeni Makaola. I mean, yes, we do have a new signing in Dooley, the boy that we're talking about from Stace. I mean, Stellenbosch, one of the well-ranked football teams in the country. And if we were to Google finances, their bosses, Johan Rupert, we are talking about a man that was in the White House talking to the best and most powerful president in the world, standing up. Standing up, can you imagine standing up while addressing? I mean, that guy is very brave, Johan Rupert. By the way, he's an Orlando Pirates supporter. That's why it did not shake me when I saw him talking to Donald Trump, standing up and addressing him. That was very profound. Yes, it's very profound. This is what I want from Orlando Pirates fans.
power.
Yeah, power. You must act like power. You must act like PhD.
And power.
Well,
So PhD can be just to power in high definition.
yes, it's best. But anyway, I think we can do very well. We're going to have a very exciting season, honestly speaking. With the signings, the up and down, like what you're saying. There's a lot of brown envelopes. Unfortunately, Google will not tell you this. There's a lot of brown envelopes that will be going left, right, and center. Remember, when teams are to buy you, they give your friend something, they give someone something to convince you. And this is the excitement. I wish we had the air to get the whole information. Who is signing this one? Who's advising this one to do this? But it's going to be very exciting. And the players also are influencing each other, especially when they play for Bafana Bafana. The other one would say, hey, I'm going to take my Viano. They say, hey, driver Viano. Yes, that's right. We are using Vianos. So that's how the influence of players, how they advise each other. Though we don't talk about that, but that's the reality. That's how players move from a team to another to say, there, are you going to play? If you go to Sundowns, yes, you're going to get better money, but are you going to play? Then you then decide, am I going for a bit of more of a money, or do I want to play? You know, some will tell you, do you want to play or do you want money? Those kind of things. So it's going to be very interesting. Yeah.
Okay, to all the viewers at home or whoever is watching from wherever, please tell us what you feel about what he's said about players like Mbuli and Saleh, and we'll keep checking out your tweets, your texts. You know, we are on Facebook, we are on X, we are on TikTok, we are on YouTube, we are on Instagram, so you can post them wherever and we'll be able to get them. So I think it's enough for the day.
No, I think it's very much enough. I will be hearing from the movements of football.
Yeah, because I thought you were gonna give me a scoop. Instead, I'm the one who gave you the scoop, Cecily. So I see you are shaking now. Everything is gone.
No. After you mentioned the issue of Saleh,
The show just
yeah,
went.
yeah. I'm in two places. I'm here, but I'm not here.
Yeah, but you have to send somebody to replace him.
Yes, there's a boy. I mean, a tap from Baroka.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very skillful player. But the aim is not, it's just to add depth in terms of wings. But Saleh is a special player that we cannot deny. Yes, we don't want to force anyone into playing for the team, but we want people to come willingly. And obviously, we can always replace anyone. If you can replace the very same Jomo Sono, that made my own dad to leave Orlando Pirates and support Jomo Cosmos. I mean, Pirates is bigger.
Also, you know that it did happen.
Yes,
That's
yes.
how big Jomo was.
Yes, he was half a team, and Pirates was another team. I mean, for a man, also, this is what I always go deep and research about Jomo Sono. Jomo Sono was talented, hardworking, and also he had a big structure, but with that structure, he was skillful. And even after he would, because he was called the troublemaker, even after making a trouble, he would still, I'm saying, bad behavior on the field, whatever that he would fight with people, but he would still perform. Like Dr. Ivan Koza would say, the reason why I gave him a number 10, it was because he was so dedicated to his work. He said they once had a fight in the office, then he slammed the door. But when he went out and played, he performed better than anyone. So that's how Jomo was. He took his
But
craft
you're still
so serious.
confusing.
Yeah.
By then,
Mm.
do you think those decisions of jersey numbers were done by the chairperson?
Yeah, I mean, he not by then, he retired it after.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
But you are saying he gave it to him, so I had to correct you.
Yeah. No.
You distort history
No, that-
sometimes.
that-
We need to
No,
assist.
that was how I put it in my own context, but it was wrong. I said he gave it to me, meaning
So that
I was
statement
supposed to
just-
say
it's
he
not a
retired it.
PhD statement.
Yeah, no, that one I used my metric.
Yeah. When I said one, the magic one, it's the same one as the Salem one. And also, I mean, you see, the PhD one is one of the bully one.
Yeah.
But the Salem one, I still feel like Kimetric.
Yeah, the selling one. No, it's emotions.
But before we leave,
Hmm.
Cardoso, Baba.
Coach
You
Cardoso.
know, yes. You know, you guys are not discussing Cardoso's record. Mamela, and I've been saying this to you.
Hmm.
I don't know if there's any Sundowns coach. I know he's highly rated, but for this season,
Hmm.
he lost to maybe Stelis, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't lose to Stelis. Okay,
Yeah.
let's just make it simple. He lost to Pirates.
Yeah.
Within a short space of time, lost to Chiefs.
Yeah.
Within a short space of time, failed to beat Al Ahly twice.
Yes.
Within a short space of time,
Lost to Pirates.
failed to win at least one game here, those two legs.
Fresh.
Within a short space of time, not plays one, but benched him. Remember, you guys are saying, he says, like if that's what you're saying, he says Zwane was not fit. Umisa Kayako benching if he's not fit. I was happy today. I saw him hugging Zwane on some photo. I think he posted a few minutes ago.
Now he's also an actor.
Anyway,
You can act. What was the photo for? I saw that photo. It's an act. Can't you see that that's an act? They're just trying to mislead us and to misguide us. The guy, let me tell you, he did well by reaching the CAF Champions League final. That we cannot take away. Though we know that he went there through an own goal. Honestly speaking, Sundowns did not do well in reaching the CAF Champions League finals. But the gods of football said yes, and they favored them. Instead of him redeeming himself, he wants to prove that he can rule like an iron fist. And then what does he do? Abuebuli, the greatest number 10 of our times. What does he do? He bench him. People start complaining to say you cannot bench Tembazwane. Sundowns has got a team of medical team. A team egatazang quantum, yani doctor, physios, different kind of doctors. So
They had to prepare Zwane for the final.
So don't be mislead. They will mislead those that don't have PhDs. You understand? But let me tell you, Sundowns has got a team, a very unique team of specialists, different specialists. If they bring you into a team, they know for sure you are healed, you are fine. They are not like ordinary teams, like teams that don't even have dietitians. Sundowns have got every form of doctor. So I just want to deal with the issue of Cardoso. He must not lie to us. You understand? So his job there is to be a coach and to work in the technical team. So how Tembazwane is physical and stuff is not to him. He must never lie to us. It's like me now. I'm on the camera. I'm talking about the editing and whatsoever. It's me. I'm on the camera. I don't even see that thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I cannot say, yeah, I failed to speak. I failed to speak because the camera was staring the other way. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. What I have to do now is to speak. I cannot complain and say, yeah, the lighting is what. I don't even care whether the light. I will speak even if it can be dark. You understand? So Cardoso is trying to mislead the public and says, yeah, he was not fit. He's not a doctor, Cardoso. Or if he wants to be a doctor, let him stop being a coach then. They will find a coach and then he will be the doctor. Because that part of whether Zwane is fit or what is dealt by the doctors, the medical doctors. And if we were to interview someone about the health of Tembazwane, we'd need to talk to the medical doctors. So he's busy misleading everyone. And I'm here.
So what do you think the photo was for?
The photo was just to lie to us about their relationship, to say we are not fighting. Yes, they may not be fighting, but he took a bad decision there by not fielding him. And there's no amount of photo that would mislead us. I mean, you can mislead the rest, but me, you cannot mislead me. That is just for, it's a post, like maybe they want to use it for Sundowns.
When Akari was still in pain after that loss, ne?
No, it's not. But the truth has to be said. We cannot be lied to by a photo. I saw that photo. Tembazwane pretty short. No, you can tell through his face that he's not happy. But you can smile, but you can never fake happiness. He was smiling, but the happiness was not there. And I could see that Tembazwane felt betrayed.
But what if he's telling us that, guys, I've listened to you. Club World Cup, first match. Shikaban, Mshish, jersey number 18.
Club World Cup, let me tell you something. Much as we are happy that they're going to the US and stuff, Club World Cup, even if it was Pirates going there, honestly, there we are just going to take pictures. Just to see America, you know how No, are you thinking, are they thinking in the, let's be rational, just.
Nothing predict.
Do you think they're going to win the World Cup?
They'll win one match,
One match.
draw two,
Yeah.
go to the group stages.
Yeah.
Because if that doesn't happen, Sundowns, Baba, don't waste time. These days, they have a mission. They are tired of winning the league. In fact, the league is becoming famous league because they will buy winners. Next year, I can tell you, they must just put Sundowns name. Season 25, 2026.
Which is in the Bedouin?
Yeah, the one that's coming. Just put Sundowns.
I don't agree then.
Yes, you never agree. That's why you keep on flip-flopping, changing your statement. Sundowns will hate you, Baba. Remember, you said Sundowns was going to win when you saw Rulani leave and you saw this one coming. and he came. But even if it was not him, even if Mutau was coaching Sundowns, Sundowns was still.
Which one Mudau?
Yes.
Oh, Mudau or Coach Sundown.
Baba. Hey. Oh, that was.
I'm joking, but I think Sundowns has done pretty well. And also to Mamelodi Sundowns fans, because those ones I always say, they like crying unnecessarily. I mean, they've reached the highest point of the CAF Champions League in being the last two. I mean, you cannot discriminate your coach who has, I mean, he has failed, yes, he has blundered, he has made his own mistakes. But for people to go into the public and be swearing at the coach,
Did they sweat him?
yes. No, they swear at him. And a lot of people, we've got football delinquents here, we've got latalatas, dumb cops of note. Some people, man, that guy has made it into being the last two in Africa.
Two last World Cups.
I mean,
CAF Champions League.
into the CAF Champions League. He went to the finals with the other team. He went to the finals today. And Sundowns is within the last two in Africa to reach the CAF Champions League. There are people, I always say, there are people whom at their families, they are not even 15, but they are not in the top 5 of the most successful people. But the audacity to swear at the coach that has reached the last two in Africa. But in your own family that has 10 people, you can't be in the top 5 of the most successful.
Okay. Coach Jose.
Yeah.
Jose.
Yeah.
Rivero. You know who is he playing against? Baba, I need to go to Orlando Pirates offices and say to them, I'm going to America to watch that game, Jose Rivero's first game. Just because I just want another photo with Messi.
We've got that chance. We don't need to go.
Baba, that person is going to play against Messi. Our coach, our Pirates coach.
But you know how we can organize this? We can go via Sundowns. Because Sundowns are going there.
We're not put against.
No, we go to Mutsepe. He's our uncle. He's our personal. We will never
Uncle of the nation.
We will never fight with a billionaire. We can never have a billionaire as our name. He's our uncle, that guy. And if benefits come, because we're in the football space, it's not so bad. You know, people with money are never personal.
Yeah,
they're never personal. He's looking at the bigger picture. So if we want to go to America, Pirates is not going to America. We go with Sundowns. I mean, we can organize a yellow t-shirt.
We have to close this show. We are done. See you soon. You know, with us, we don't announce. We just pop up. You know, from me and the one and only PhD.
Caballero.